Welcome everybody. Thanks for being here, guys.
Yeah, super cool to be here.
Great to be here.
Let's go ahead and get started. I guess my microphone's working. Can somebody in the audience say that they can hear everybody? I think people can hear us. Okay. Um, Thanks for being here. Mass Idea, Good Food, Crypto. Um, Switchback, I guess let's just start with you. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and pass it off to Daniel?
Sure. My name is Marius. I am 38. I live in Norway with my girlfriend, and I have a 2-year-old daughter. I work full time as a principal engineer for a Norwegian tech company. I've been a professional developer for 20 years, but I've been coding in almost every language since I was like 13. I also dabble a lot with DevOps, infrastructure setup, machine learning, and data analysis. Also, I am the artist who created the NFT.
Yeah, maybe I should go next then. My name is Daniel. I'm 37 years old. I'm married. I got 4 kids, and I'm an analyst with 15 years of experience in all markets, including crypto. I'm also the co-founder of Alpha Society. Um, So I met Richard through Alpha Society, and we decided to bring Aedge back to life. And I'm also the CTO and project manager of Aedge.
Awesome. Thank you, Fisher Nut.
Yeah, I'm Richard. I'm 56 years old. Been married for 34 years. Got 5 daughters. Been in business for myself since May 5th of 92. Started one business, turned it into four, and ended up selling my last business March 21st of 21. And been in crypto since 2018. Started Aedge back in 18, shut it down, but actually opened it back up semi April 20th and incorporated as an actual business under Aedge Capital Incorporated. And Daniel and I have since started this project together.
Awesome. Thanks so much. I'm, of course, Caraway, owner of the Fear versus Greed Discord server. And thanks again for being here, guys. This is great. Did you guys want to um, start with an overview, or did you just want to dive right into questions?
No, we can actually present. We got 2 more team members as well, which is not here now, unfortunately. So we have a data scientist on board as well. He's called his name is Anton. He's from Sweden. He's 33 years old, living with his fiance. Yeah, and he's part of the Pine Coders on TradingView. He's been in the financial market for the past 14 years, mostly focusing on value investing, but for the past 5 years, he's been focused on short-term trading. He's focusing all his energy right now on developing quantitative trading models, and is currently developing the statistical models for Aedge. So that's Anton. He's our strategist on Aedge. We also got another backend developer, Jagmer. He's from Turkey. He's 26 years old. Has been developing software professionally for 6 years. He works in a book publishing firm, handling stock tracking, retail, e-commerce, and account software. He started investing in crypto space in 2020 and learned Solidity in his free time to create crypto projects. So I just wanted to introduce them as well, since they're not here.
Oh,
So
yeah, thank you for that. It sounds like you guys have, sounds like you got about 1,000 years of experience on that team. Sorry about that,
No,
Fisher.
no,
That was mostly your
no, that's
experience.
cool. I'm father time. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Mm,
somebody tell us just the briefest rundown about what Edge Capital is. I mean, I know what it is, but hopefully we've got some first-time listeners that want to
okay.
let's hear this. Yeah, pitch it for us,
Ed,
please.
okay. Edge Capital originally was when we opened it, was a signals trading group, paid signals group. And with all of the regulations and stuff that were coming out and the threats that people were kind of fearful of, we kind of shut it down. And, but we've reopened it now. And what we are doing is we've come up with we think of one of a kind at the moment, a trading NFT that has a dual based income, one with an automated trading strategy attached to it that'll be hooked to a DEX, and then the price of the NFT. And we hope to be able to help people um, find financial freedom through our project.
When you say an automated
For
trading bot, are you talking about something that sort of trades AVAX all day or something like that?
Switchback, I'll let you handle that.
So when you buy the NFT, you can connect it to our website through a collab land mechanism, which allows you then to enter some settings for the bot, specifically your API keys from the centralized exchange, and some settings determining how much you're willing to like risk on every trade, and both in percentage and dollar wise. Once that is set up, the bot will automatically start trading for you when it gets signals from the strategy. This can vary from 0 to 10 times per day. It's not set in stone. It just
Oh,
depends on
so the
when.
bot is not actually doing the finding the trades. You guys are still sending the signals to the bot. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, we're not sending them manually. Where it's an automated strategy, so there's a script running in the background, calculating all this stuff. Anton has written a lot about it in our Discord. There's a channel called Strategy Fac, where he explains how it works in principle. And then it will be converted into an actual script that performs everything automatically. So we are not like sitting and saying sell now, but it's performed by a script basically.
So the money that you use for trading, is this um, from the mint of the NFT?
We're not actually minting with any of the NFT money. You when you buy the NFT, you have to put money into the centralized exchange yourself, and you decide how much you're willing to risk on the bot.
Okay, I get it now. That's really cool. And is this functioning right now?
It's not functioning right now, but we will have soon. Before the launch, we will have a Discord bot that will actually tell you the same signals that we will be using for the bot. So you can choose to then manually trade on these up until the mint date. When the mint date arrives, we will turn off these signals in Discord, and only then you will be able to get access to these signals from the if you buy the NFT.
Okay, cool. So I
Uh,
should have asked this, should have been the very first question, but what is the date? I mean, what is the date that you want to put in people's minds to make sure that they are there to check, the project?
So we don't have an exact date because the market right now is very unstable in our eyes. So we are waiting for the market to stabilize because we don't want to do the mint and then lose half of our invest or half of our NFT sales in like the coming months. So we are picking the date very carefully in regards to the market, but also we want everything to be 100% ready and tested and safe before we also go live because there's a lot of things that has to work flawlessly for this to be executed correctly. So we don't want to release anything before we're absolutely sure that we can handle everything. So, but that being said, we are aiming for a date in late June.
Awesome, late June. I mean, that makes sense. Everybody's doing the same thing. I run a project called DreamFi. I'm one of the co-founders, and one of the things that we often try to impress to our investors is that we will launch at the smart time. You know what I mean? We're not gonna
Right.
say a date and then Luna collapses and then just say, oh, well, we're gonna launch anyway, you know? We're not gonna
Yeah,
do that. Where it's a ship
Exactly.
and the people captaining the ship know what they're doing. So
right.
it sounds like you guys are
Yeah,
taking
we
something very wise.
we this is a long term business project for us. It's just not some quick project to grab some funds and say, oh well, we quit. Uh, like I said, we're wanting people to realize financial freedom through this project. And for us to do that, we've got to be wise in when we launch, the way we spend our funds, and turn this into a long term project, to where we can build out our roadmap.
Is this trading strategy on a certain equity? Like, is it a Bitcoin trading strategy or is it
This person will be a Bitcoin strategy. Yes,
Bitcoin trading
we
strategy?
yeah, we did Bitcoin because we needed something that had liquidity enough to where if we bring this many people in trading it, we're not going to move the market.
Oh, sure, sure,
So
sure.
and so we didn't want to do some cheap coin and then we pump it and dump it every other trade. So
Yeah,
so we've decided Bitcoin, and then hopefully on Gen 2 we're going to work on an Ethereum
and in my
based.
experience trading, I never did algorithmic trading, but in my experience trading, you have to fine tune your strategy for the equity that you're trading. I mean, SPY trades a little bit differently than QQQ, and
Exactly.
you have to sort of, it takes a couple years to feel the personalities of what you're trading, and then market conditions are changing as well, all the
Right.
time.
Well, Anton is building this very strategically, and it's not based on your most. What we found, most strategies are TA based, and uh, they're just not reliable. But what uh, Anton is building here is something totally different with a quantitative theory and alpha mathematics and everything. So it's going to be quite different from your usual trading strategy.
Yeah, I'm not one of these guys who says, "Oh, a trading bot never works," or like, if it works, how come you're selling it? You know what I mean? Because there are answers to these questions, and
Well, but we actually do have one because Anton, who is our data analyst, he lives in Sweden and he's not allowed to trade crypto. So the only way for him to like utilize his strategies on crypto is that he's basically selling this through Edge and getting paid not as a crypto payment, but an actual like business payment. So that's
Yeah.
the reason why he's able to work with us and why he's willing to give up his strategies to us.
gotcha. I didn't actually know that people in Sweden weren't allowed to trade crypto. I would assume that some still do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody will
it's
do
not
that.
illegal, but you kind of get casted by the banks as a evil guy, and you don't get loans, and yeah, you can get into a lot of like secondary kind of trouble. Not like it's not illegal, but it's like frowned
Y-
upon.
Your social
Yeah, you're
Right.
credit
getting
score goes
blocked.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're getting blocked everywhere. So he doesn't want that because he's trading in other markets as well, right? So that's why he wanted to do this through Edge.
So, tell me about the NFT. Are you going to mint this for a certain price and then they'll just be available on the secondary market?
Right. So we don't have an ETH price right now. So, but we do have a dollar price. So the whitelisting price is going to be 500 USD, and the public sale is going to be 750 USD, and we're going to tran translate that into whatever ETH value that becomes right before the mint date occurs. So that is adjusted for whatever happens in the market.
Gotcha. So you guys, how do you prevent people from getting the NFT? setting it up and then selling it and keeping the bot?
So we will continuously check the ownership of all the people who has linked their bot to our system. I want to say the minute that you're transferring it away, you're gonna lose access to it.
I got you. All right. Well, I kind of interrupted you before to ask these questions. I'm sorry about that. Do you want to
No, no.
continue the telling us about the project?
Yeah, I guess Daniel, you can continue with stuff we have. I don't know if you should talk more about the NFT itself, or if you want to go dive into the roadmap, maybe.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit about the NFT as well, right? Because it's not just the PFP NFT; it's actually a usable NFT. You
Right.
can.
Okay. So Daniel linked the R2D2 model into the AMA chat. So it's a full 3D model. You can rotate it, you can zoom in and out, and you can like scale it up and down, and kind of like get a full feel of it. So this is also something that will be available to all the NFTs that we have on OpenSea, and you will be able to do this inside the OpenSea preview window. So I think it's kind of cool. You get this in addition to a PFP, of course, but we think it's kind of cool that it's more interactive than your average NFT, and we also have plans later with the roadmap to bring these other bots into the metaverse as well. We're probably looking into the sandbox because they're voxel based, and we have loaded them into the editor that Sandbox has. Proprietary editor that Sandbox uses, and it loads fine there, which basically means that your model should also load fine into the Sandbox game.
Yeah, I just checked out
So
the NFT and showed it on the video, so that'll be on the YouTube video. I spun it all around and zoomed it. Nice. Yeah, nice, nice NFT.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's try and dive into the roadmap. If you don't have any specific questions from the audience, I would love to have some questions.
Yeah, I think
Um,
Daniel's been answering them a little bit in the chat. I like how simple the approach is. I mean, I'm going to get this NFT, I'm going to get the keys set up, and then I'm off to the races. And I also like that the signals will be in the Discord for hopefully a couple weeks,
Yeah,
so
that's our
that
goal.
people can sort of track them. Hopefully, maybe you guys can track them and make a little graph or something for that last, you
Yeah,
know.
we plan to have a daily and weekly roundup. So basically, tell you how many trades happened, what was the minuses, what was the pluses, and basically tally up the results. So that's full transparency for everybody. So if it's a bad day, it's gonna show negative numbers, and that's the name of the game. We're not promising a bot that will win always, but we are confident that the bot over time will make you money.
Right. I mean, you can never win every trade. Who knows what Elon Musk is going to tweet?
Exactly.
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 yeah, that's a good statement right there. Yeah, I don't see any questions in the chat. I think most of the listeners are actually knowing what we are doing. So
I think so too. Did you guys? I apologize for forgetting the details. Did we talk about something for audience participation?
um, I'm not quite sure what you mean. Of course, whitelists you're thinking about?
Yes, yes, yes. I think.
Yes,
Okay,
of
yeah, we
course.
do have whitelist for audience participation. So we've got a pretty good audience. If anybody has any questions, if you scroll up to the top of the chat, you see the link to their Discord server and to their white paper. Um, and in the meantime, yeah, go ahead and take us away, Daniel.
Yeah, sure. I think you want to take the first point of the roadmap, Richard, about the Bahamas filing for business.
Yeah, we've kind of decided to launch. We're building a DEX, and we're going to file for the business in the Bahamas simply because with the uncertainty of what the SEC will throw us here in the U.S. We're not trying to buy step or deviate from any of their regulations, but we don't want to be under the ones that we can get out from under. So we're going to launch the business in the Bahamas, file for our decks there. And that leads us into that's going to lead us into Gen 2 that uh, Daniel will share on the roadmap in just a second. But like I said, we're incorporated, so I'm held by strict guidelines here in the U.S. and so I just want to be able to fix that to where we can still bring some utility because there's words that we found that we can't use, such as passive income. So we want to be able to bring utility to our holders, and this is going to be the best way for us to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So we are filing for the business in Bahamas. We are also building the decks. Maybe Switchback can talk a little bit about the decks.
Right. So it's a constant product automated market maker. It's similar to Uniswap. So we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, but what we do hope to aim is to incorporate our NFTs into the DEX as well, so that people who hold the NFTs will get benefits as reduced fees, and also we have Daniel will talk a little bit about that later, the social trading platform where you actually will receive some of the fees back as an NFT holder. So that's another utility. I can't use the word passive income, but utility for the NFTs. But the DEX itself, it will be launched on Avalanche. Is our current plans. It might change, of course. You see what happened to Luna. So we're always like looking for if similar things can happen to other layer ones as well. But for now, we are aiming for Avalanche, and together with the DEX, we are also building a governance token. It will be deflationary because we will burn it each time a trade happens on the DEX. You will use it for voting on future functionality within the company. And if you hold the governance token, if you hold enough of it, you will also get access to additional signals, which will be hands-on signals. So basically, like a Discord signal that you will have to act upon yourself, basically. But we're trying to like bring everything together so that holding one of our NFTs or multiple of our NFTs will become very beneficial down the road for you guys. So that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about the governance token. I mean, what do you think the price? What do you imagine the price action being like near launch, and then as the project gains momentum, that kind of thing?
Well,
Well, sorry, if you have something to say, then you go ahead.
yeah, I can say something. So we're planning to whitelist all the Gen 1 NFT holders to buy the token. So we believe people want to hold them because we will also have that collab land mechanism on Discord as well. So if you get rid of your token, your strategy will be gone as well. So it's incentivizing you to hold the tokens as well.
Right. Also, we um, yeah, like Daniel mentioned, is that um, in addition to that, the token itself will be deflationary. So the more people that, if we gain traction and more people start using our DEX, more of this governance token will be burned and basically making it more valuable. So we're definitely thinking that the price action will be quite good on it, and also it will hopefully steadily rise and not have huge swings on it.
Here's an interesting question: is there any reason for an investor to have more than one NFT from each generation?
Uh,
Uh, I can answer that partially. So, from a technical standpoint, there's no incentive. All the NFTs are the same in terms of strategy and in price. Of course, we haven't talked about NFTs themselves, but they have a bunch of different unique traits similar to other NFT projects. So you will have some NFTs that are rare and have cool looking items attached to them and stuff like that. So they look in quote unquote look better or look cooler. And we also have a few uniques which are hand drawn and only there's like only one of them. These naturally fetch more on the secondary market. They usually fetch a higher price due to the visuals, but technically there's no difference between NFTs, so you only need one to trade, and we don't have any additional features if you hold more than one. But we think that people might look into buying more for the secondary market, the flipping and selling them at a higher rate and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to fill in anything, Daniel. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, I would see the only beneficial thing is the floor price, right, on the NFTs, because if when when the people notice that this is a profitable strategy for everyone, people want this NFT, right? So that's the beneficial thing of holding a second NFT, I would say.
Awesome. I think that was a good answer. Did that answer your question, Good Food? Thank you for that question, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
And you will also have more bots inside of Sandbox, right? So that's also another benefit if you have a wife to play with or something like that. So
Maybe a gift.
maybe a gift. Yeah, exactly.
He said, "Thank you, thank
So
you, Good Food."
yeah, thanks for the question, man. Yeah, so let's move on to the next stage of the roadmap. We are also building an Edge social trading platform. Switchback was talking a little bit about it, but I can explain it in trying to explain it in details. So the social trading platform will be a mix of a chat and also your trading platform on your screen, so you can actually chat with people while you're trading, and you can open a server and be a mentor for people as well. You can link your trading view signals into the chat, and you can actually have your own group. And also this social trading platform is going to be decentralized and also leveraged as well. And there was also a mention about some of the fees going back to the Gen 2 holders of the of the NFTs. So that's a cool little feature we're trying to do.
I see. Is there any other sort of uh, unheard of alpha? Any sort of like little tips that you guys might want to drop, little bits of information? Because I noticed that you guys have a lot of potential here. I mean, in your social trading platform, there's any number of features that might be unique.
Yeah, it doesn't state anything on the roadmap, but I don't know. I've said it to the team, but I also wanted a wallet to like with a follow mechanism as well. But that's later down the road.
You
So
mean
we are
so that
not stopping.
you mean so that you could follow other wallets?
Yeah, exactly, in trading.
Yeah, there should be in fact, I bet there is. I bet this exists, but you just have to sort of like know the right people. Sort
Yeah,
of a wallet visualizer so that you could, it would basically produce visuals of transfers happening between this wallet and that wallet. It'd be a web of wallets, and it would produce a visual snapshot with some information like,
yeah,
XYZ wallet transferred XYZ amount of money to some other wallet or to this, sex or wherever.
yeah,
It's a
exactly.
good
So
idea.
we do have some plans after the roadmap is finished, but we are focusing strictly on the roadmap right now. And we will. This is not going to be like a project lasting 2 years. We want this to survive for 10, 20, 30 years. This is like a long-term project right there. So we are building a business around the NFTs, and that will be beneficial for the community. And also, when we are launching the Gen 2, we will have a new bot trading strategy. Richard mentioned this, and we are targeting to bring a strategy on ETH as well inside of that one. But the Gen 2 will be more beneficial because it will receive the fees from the Aedge social trading platform and other things as well. And after that, we are going to celebrate a little bit. Maybe Richard, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, we are. Once we launch our decks and our business down in the Bahamas, we plan on throwing one heck of a party there once we've launched Gen 2. And once we see how Gen 2 mints out, we can throw a little more out there on what we plan on this party and how we plan on getting everyone there. But
Yep.
we're gonna have one heck of a party in the Bahamas.
That sounds amazing. Is it going to be open bar? No, I'm just kidding.
If you want to drink, that's fine. I don't drink. I'm actually a dialysis patient, so I don't drink. And but anybody that wants to drink, that's their prerogative. But yeah, we've got some exciting things happening, and a lot of good plans, and we have the team that's capable of making everything that we have on the roadmap happen. We wanted to under promise or should I say under commit and
Under promise and over deliver.
overperform. Yeah, overperform
Yeah.
or over deliver rather than over commit and not be able to perform what we've
Oh,
got to do.
I know
So
exactly what you mean. I was recently talking to some developers about something, and I'd never done business with them before, and I suggested something, and he said, sure, I can do that. I said, okay, well, give me an ETA or like how long do you think it'll take? And he said, I could probably have that for you in about 6 hours. And I thought,
oh wow,
I thought, this is an overpromise. You know what I mean? Like this guy would have been way better
right,
off saying, give me 4 or 5 days, and then doing it in 6 hours and presenting it to me tomorrow. Then I would have been like really wowed. You know what I mean?
right.
As it is, he missed the deadline and never got back to me. So there it is right there. Wise people under promise and over deliver, and unwise people do the opposite.
Exactly. Um, and after the Bahamas beach party, we are going to bringing the other bots to life in the sandbox. We are also planning to buy a land there. So if you're a builder, you want to help us build the land on sandbox, that would be cool as well.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, tell me more about this Dex that you're building. I mean, what is the impetus? Why not just keep the business sort of contained to the trading bot? Um,
No, it's just about bringing more utilities to the NFT holders, and that's what we want. We want to bring stuff to the community all the time because we are all about a thriving community. So we will. We're not saying everything is going to be a success, of course, but we will do our best to implement things that will benefit our community.
do you want to take a minute to tell us about the compensation that you guys will be receiving for all the hard work that you're doing on the project?
Yeah, maybe Richard, you can talk a little bit about that.
Okay, yes, we've set a goal for everyone. Uh, I mean, are you on an actual dollar figure or
Just
or
tell
a
me your
percentage?
tell me your philosophy around this question. How has your team approached this question, and what sort of conclusions have you come to?
Well, we've come to a figure in mind for the five of us to equally divide up a portion for all the work we've put in. Nothing drastic because we want to get paid, but our ultimate goal is to finish the project. And in order to do that, we've got to have the funds there. So, we're using a SIG wallet, and all everybody will be able to see where we're spending the funds, what we're doing. We're not trying to hide anything. I mean, uh, I've always based my business upon three things, and that's honesty, integrity, and transparency. And that's something the team we've discussed, and that's the way we're going to build this project. So we've set a portion of the fees. I don't want to give an exact number. People will be able to see it though, but it's not a lavish amount, but it is a substantial amount for everybody for what they've done, uh, and continue to do through the project until we continue to min out. So,
I
but
can,
we
I
we
can. Oh, sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I can just mention that me, Daniel, Anton, and Sig have all been working for free for several months now. I do work full time in a Norwegian company, but if everything goes well with this, like the plan is to come on board full time and basically join Edge full time. So um, of course there will be like salary stuff and things like that involved there. So uh,
Yeah,
all those things
because
are part of the
yeah,
stuff that we have discussed to use the money on.
yeah, because in the end, this is a incorporated business, right? So it's not like we need to diversify the funds into future projections that we do have. We need things for marketing down the road. We need people to handle front end development. We have a lot of things we need to spend. We are going to have a Bahamas beach party as well, you know. So there's a lot of things that's going to be implemented, yeah, on the fund side. So and also liquidity to the decks, we will provide that ourselves.
Exactly.
Um, so a lot of the funds are going back into the project, you could say. So we are just taking a small portion of it.
I will say this: if you really need to know, it would be about a year's salary that we're going to split up for everyone each.
Okay,
I will.
that tells
Yeah,
me, yeah, that's a great ballpark answer. So like,
Right. I don't want to throw actual numbers out there
yeah,
because it depends. I mean, and here's the thing: we don't know exactly how the market's going to go, and we don't know how the mint's going to go. We can project how we've designed it to go and where we want it to go, but until we see that actual number, I can't tell you a an exact figure and be 100% sure that's going to happen. But we've set a salary base for us, and that's what we intend on taking. And then it, like they said, once everyone comes on full time under the incorporation, then it will be a solely salary based for everyone. It won't be, oh, let's take millions and go blow it here because we want to. It'll be salary based. Yeah.
yeah,
Like I said, I've been in business for 28 years. This with this going now, this will be 29 years, and I've been very successful at managing my business, uh, my personal profits, the business profits, and I intend to keep doing that. Just solely because, like Daniel said, we want this to be a long term project, and that's the only way you're going to keep this project around is to be profitable.
yeah, and reinvest into the company, which is
Right.
super important. You can see a good example of this is Mr. Beast on YouTube. He's reinvesting into his videos all the time, and that's the way to do it.
that's a excellent sort of segue into marketing questions. It's kind of interesting. I was having this talk with a group, and I wanted to hear all about their marketing ideas. And I don't know if they something made them uncomfortable or they didn't want to give up their secrets or something. I'm not really sure, but did you guys want to talk about? Because on the other hand, I was talking to the guy from a different project, and he was telling us all about this guerrilla marketing idea, and he had a bunch of unique ideas about marketing. Is that something that you guys can talk about? I mean, are you in contacts with YouTubers, Twitter people? I don't know. Do you want to dive into your marketing plans?
Yeah, sure. We can talk a little bit about it. We are trying to do this as organically as possible. Talking with people, holding AMAs, reaching out to people, be polite. We have tried a Twitter thing before. We got some followers, but we got some people in our Discord as well, but no one was talking at all. So no engagement at all. So I wouldn't recommend that for anyone.
Oh, on the Twitter Spaces?
No, just
No.
just just like a Twitter chill, you could say. We tried like a Twitter chill, but
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's not working
some
at all.
people were saying we should try that ourselves for DreamFi. I think I think we're gonna have to give it a try because it's a team-based effort, and but I
Yeah.
will I will point out that what you guys said, and we'll see if we have a similar
Yeah, it
experience.
was. Yeah, it was a kind of. I felt like it was a waste of our funds, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's good for Twitter followers, but it's not good to bring them into your Discord.
Oh, you mean that
no.
you had somebody else hosted the space and you guys joined?
Oh
Yeah,
no, he. Go ahead. Go ahead, Daniel.
this was like we had a giveaway with another big. He had like I don't remember 100K followers or something,
Yeah.
and he ran a big giveaway for us. And it was like a mechanism where people will follow you and join your Discord. But yeah, that's what I'm referring to right there.
Uh-huh. Can
Yeah,
you share some numbers? I mean, I'm deeply interested in hearing
yeah,
the
We
results of something like
well,
this.
we went from 300 and around 350 to over 1,000 followers on Twitter, and we went from about 300 to I think around 600 follower members in the server. But right after that, like Daniel said, no one was communicating. And then once the giveaway was over, a couple of days later, it was a mass exodus of
Really? Now,
from the.
what does that signify? Some sort of foul play or some sort of manipulation? I mean, what does that
No,
mean?
no. I mean, I think when you offer people a giveaway to give them something for free, uh, I mean, people are always looking for airdrops and free stuff, and they come in to hope they get the free stuff, and then once the giveaway or the contest or whatever you're doing is over, then I think they just say, "Okay, I didn't get it. I'm out of here."
yeah. They're
So,
just in there for the giveaway, nothing else,
right,
not for the project, not for anything else. So it's a waste, but it's good for Twitter following though. That's
right,
the only
right.
way it would go.
Um, Kurt is saying the Discord link doesn't work anymore. It looks like it works to me, and it's a vanity link, so it should be fine.
Yeah, it should work. Should work.
So you guys are trying to do
Discord.
all organic growth, and that's um, some of the best growth because it's friends telling their other friends about it.
Yeah,
Okay, Kurt has
Right.
pushed.
exactly. Exactly.
That's a bug, Kurt, and I'm not sure if it's my fault or I'm not sure if it's
I
my end
post.
or yours, but it has to be a bug, right, guys? Don't you
Yeah,
guys agree?
yeah. I see your link. It's fine for me.
I see it too.
Yeah.
Discord
Yeah, mine too.
is somewhat buggy in my experience. I would say it's often buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've
Everybody's
added
buggy.
we've added a collab manager, and that
Yeah,
it's we're working on that system now. Just trying we're trying to find the proper way for marketing. I mean, we do AMAs, and we know a lot of people. I know a lot of people. You know, I'm an advisor also for UFO gaming, so I help them with uh, different studios and stuff. So I know a lot of people, and that's I would prefer going and doing AMAs and reaching out to the projects that I know and bringing in people I know that are going to mint rather than just going out and spending a ton of money on a marketer per se. Because this is what I found too. Uh, Brain Dance was another project that I followed. I'd spoken to them, and they went from I think 1,000 to maybe 13,000 members overnight through their co-lab manager and all. And but the same thing happened with them. 2 months later, there was no one speaking, wasn't anything going on in the Discord, and so he said, Lucid said, "Hey, I'm going to just wipe out the server and see who stays." And it ended up there was like 1,320 people, I think, that were left actual good members once they cleared all the bots and stuff. So
Does that mean they like added a new verification process and cleared everybody's roles? So basically, you were boxed out unless you were a real person. Is that the method they used?
correct, correct. So it's marketing is it's a beast of itself.
yeah.
So
But again,
but
I know a lot of people as well because I'm the co-founder of Alpha Society. We are holding probably hold as many AMAs as you guys have done here. So I know a lot of projects I can interact with as well. So
right.
that's a really good thing. And also we have another marketing strategy as well. We are actually holding AMAs inside of Edge. So for our other projects. So that's also a mechanism that I don't see actually projects are doing before minting, which I think is pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely. We're actually doing that in DreamFi. We've got an AMA with Magus tomorrow night in DreamFi.
Oh,
A nice way
cool.
to get different communities involved.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely post a link and we'll come join.
Okay, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that to you. That'd be amazing. Um,
Okay.
Tell us a little bit more about. Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, ASB says, "Is there a demo bot to watch the trade?" Sorry if this was answered before. Yeah, so they're going to broadcast the signals for a couple weeks prior to mint and track them, and then people can follow the trades or. Um, oh, there's an idea. I want. Is there a crypto paper trading? Um, I wonder. I wonder if there's a paper trading site for crypto yet. I don't think there is.
You can paper trade on Bybit.
Yeah, you can paper trade on that a bit.
Oh,
You
I
can.
didn't know that.
You can also do it on Binance. They have a test net, but you have to create an account and ask for funds. But on Bybit, I think they're, at least for me, they were deposited automatically when I created the account. So it's quite easy to get. You get like one BTC and 10,000 USD. So you're free to do derivatives. You're free to do spot trading. You're free to do whatever. So yeah, people can feel encouraged to create an account there and basically follow along with the signals once they're live on the Discord.
Kurt says, "Are you more DeFi or NFT based?" Love the art, by the way. Yeah, their art's really nice. Um, they are more of crypto trading based, I would say, but there's a lot of intersection. They do have this NFT, which is gonna trade on OpenSea and have utility, and they are deep into the DeFi world and also in the trading world. That's something that I haven't heard you guys talk too much about is marketing through your connections in the trading world. Um, I bet this is something that would interest people from the stock world. There's a lot of overlap. I mean, I used to be deeply involved in stocks, and people talk about crypto all the time in the stock world.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Pretty,
The thing is with crypto, reaching out to different crypto project, they don't want to lose their customers, so it's a little bit hard not to crack right there. But we are trying to reach out to different crypto projects as well.
Well,
But there
you should
are
yep,
reach out to stock trading groups. You might
stock
find
trading.
because you're not stepping on as many toes there. Most stock trading groups, everybody talks about crypto, but nobody's really a crypto expert. I mean, I remember
right.
just less than a year ago, I was trying to convince one of my stock buddies to get more involved in crypto, and he's just like, "Eh, not gonna do it. too, too, too complicated, too much trouble."
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
but this is a guy that has paid for dozens of stock trading courses, and if you were to present it to him like, "Listen, buy this NFT, go to the sex, hook up your keys, and give it a shot," he would. There's no doubt in my mind he would do it if he perceived that he could get it done without too much hassle. Um, People talk about the degen in crypto. Has nobody ever been to the stock market world? It is just as degen, maybe more it
Options.
existed in the 80s, right?
right, right.
I think
All that shit.
we can maybe get some option traders. They are pretty G-Gen, aren't they?
Yeah,
Um, yeah, if you're just trading naked options, that's extremely degen. The people who make it in options are doing like very calculated, and they're net sellers of options, and they're doing a lot of spreads, and
The only thing that I've learned on options is that everything is calculated in. There's no edge.
Yeah, that's true. I would like to say to everybody that's in the audience right now, if you're not whitelisted on Edge, just put up a ticket and I will whitelist you guys.
yep,
awesome.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for that. And yeah, nice
yep.
audience today. Thank you all for being here. Thank the team again for being here. I think that if you guys have any questions, go ahead and get them in. We're going to try to start wrapping up soon. Um,
Yep.
and also, if anybody wants to raise your hand, perfectly welcome to come onto the stage. I always say this is an ask me anything, not an ask me only certain, not not an
Right,
only say
right.
nice things.
Exactly.
Haven't you guys found that
Yeah, we
the audiences are much nicer than you would expect?
yeah,
Can you?
pretty much. I mean, they yeah, Roboto throws some good questions out there to us. He's always got some good questions, but yeah, that everyone's always been very cordial and nothing to be critical really, which we expect because there's. I mean, I'm always thinking the critical situation myself when I'm looking at an NFT or trading or something. So it's expected. But I can say one thing that our one of our goals was to do is to reach the general masses of people who want to trade, but they don't have time or the funds to spend on learning to trade. So our goal was to reach those people who are just like, hey, let me put my funds in there and let this thing work for me. So that was our general idea of when we did this too.
Yeah, exactly. And 95% of all traders are losing money. So that's a big crowd right there, which we can try and target, but we are not sure how yet. So
Yeah, it can be hard to find these little niche groups, but if you find the right one, there are tons of potential investors. People are segmented. They follow certain YouTubers, they join their private groups, and then they just sort of uh, begin to trust those groups. and they become not permanently, but for years in their own little group, and that's fine. It's totally great. I mean, I've been part of investing groups before. It's typically a great community, and you find great opportunities. Um, but for a project like yours, I think that is the um, sort of the golden ticket, is to get into these groups, not necessarily yourself, but by word of mouth, to have people in these groups saying, "Hey guys, I just started using Aedge, check it out."
Oh, you just gave me an idea as well. That's good. Yeah. I will start I will start posting some threads and stuff on different forex pages because I know there's a lot of people there struggling.
Yes, yes, Forex is a great sort of opening to this world.
Yep, I believe I will start a thread and get some traction from there as well, hopefully.
Roboto says, at Daniel, talk about the Discord crypto TA sessions.
Oh yeah, I'm going to host some sessions inside of our Discord. I'm trying to get one tomorrow. I think it's 10 p.m. CEST. I will post it inside of the announcement on Edge Capital as well. So it will be pretty basic for those who actually are not familiar to trading. So I will gladly answer any question and stuff in there as well because it's going to be an open mic.
Yep.
We've got some more questions coming in. Um, we already talked about this. I'm sorry, it says, I'm not sure if this was already talked about. How is the team paying itself? What sex will it work on? I guess yeah, I assume this will work on Qcoin, it'll work on Bybit, it'll work on probably Binance, not .us, but the main Binance. What other,
Yeah, so on launch, we are aiming to support Bybit as our first choice, mainly because the rates on Bybit is the best one in the industry for scalping. Um, but we want to have all the big ones. We want to have Binance. We want to have KuCoin. We're looking into Coinbase Pro. We want our users to have a lot of options on where they choose to KYC themselves. But on launch, I can say that the Bybit is the one that we are guaranteeing, and then um, we might or may not add more before launch. But post launch, we will certainly take care of all of the big ones.
Yeah, and the good thing about Bybit as well, you can if you're in a prohibited country, you can actually use a VPN and make yourself an account on Bybit. So you're not limited by using Bybit.
Right.
yeah, I suppose the same thing is true if you're in certain northern countries.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about
No,
NordVPN? Trust it? Don't trust it? Give us a VPN
I've
recommendation.
I've used it. I've used Nord for since 18.
Okay.
Yep. That should
Unstoppable
I
answer your
use
says,
question.
Express. I use
Unstoppable.
ExpressVPN.
He says, sorry, I hopped in late. Not sure if this was already asked. Will there be a token and what is its utility? Now, we did graze over this, but if you guys don't mind, go ahead and go through that again because it's one of the
Yep.
more interesting aspects um, since this is not like a launch token, right? It's totally different. It's a
Right.
totally different idea.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. We are planning a governance token. It will be used within more places than one within our company. So the first place where it will be used is our DEX, where it will burn the governance token each time a trade happens. So it's basically making the token deflationary by nature. Um, second utility it will have is it will act as voting rights to decisions that we will carry out on roadmap items or specifics regarding the NFTs or fee handling, all these kind of things will be governed by the token. And the third utility of the token will be that it will also give you access, if you hold enough of it, to additional signals in Discord. They will not be automated signals, at least that hasn't been discussed yet, but they will most likely be hands-on manual signals that you will get access to in Discord. So those are three utilities that we have planned right now, and we will of course try to add more utility as we can. I hope
Yeah.
that answered your question.
Yeah, good answer. He said, "Will more pairs be added?" That's a great question. I said, "Oh, Daniel says yes, it will be different pairs added down the road." Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is
Yeah,
probably the first logical choice because you need to have a large amount of liquidity for for I mean, for one thing, we know crypto is volatile, but it's more volatile if you're on some sort of poo coin, you know?
especially when
Yeah.
if you have 8,000 people trading it at the same time on the same signal. Yeah, it's not healthy for us for a small coin. So but yeah, we are looking at more of the big caps, most likely, in terms of strategy. It all depends on what our data analyst can come up with, because he's the one making most of the strategies for us.
Yeah.
But ETH is probably the one that we are looking at next, and it will be a second generation NFT. So it will be in addition to the first one.
Yeah.
So
And again, the hands-on strategy is going to be something else, right? So that we can target something else um, for those trades,
right.
because then everybody's going to split up in different exchanges and stuff like that. They will use their own choosing for trading that specific pair, for example. So that will be better for the community as well.
Yeah. Also, one thing that we didn't really touch upon, but I guess is quite important, is that a lot of these trading bots, they don't really behave well when the market is going down. Because they keep buying, thinking it's a dip, and then the market just crashes again, and you lose like 20% of your money. So, uh, I think Fisher Nut and Daniel can elaborate on this, but there will be safeguards built into the strategy, so it will prevent the bot from trading when there is significant risk of like larger moves in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
You,
if a country is banning crypto, for example, or uh, or something bad happens in a country, it will take that into considerations as well. You can't foresee everything, right? But it will as long as it recognize that situation, it will act upon it.
Awesome. Do we have any last minute um
See, two people are typing.
will there be any solution for compromised wallets? Interesting question.
Yeah, that's an
So,
interesting
is it
question.
a question about if the API keys get compromised?
Or the NFT itself.
Well, the NFT, you have to hold the NFT on the wallet that you want to attach the keys to. So if if that wallet gets hacked and the NFT gets traded away, you will automatically lose access to That's our safeguard, because we don't know if it's a hack or if it's somebody just sending the NFT away to some other guy. So there's no protection from our side on that, but in terms of like people accessing our infrastructure and getting the API keys out of there, we will have an audit by Certic after the launch, which will most likely guarantee that such an event will not happen. Also, I have quite an extensive career in web development, and I'm quite confident that our system will be secure.
Yeah. And we also have a hacker that's going to try to hack our homepage and
Right.
everything
Yeah, I
as
forgot
well.
about that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we're encouraging him to hack away at our solution before we go live. So
yeah, we just want him to hack everything. So so we're sure that he can't actually hack us.
Uh,
So the audit is quite expensive for Certic. There was a question why the audit is not done before launch. We will, of course, have third-party audits of all the contracts, the minting contracts, and so on. But in terms of our infrastructure, there will be a full audit after the mint because we need the funds for it. Basically, it's quite expensive.
See, we've got a
Yeah,
number of
we
people
are actually in
typing.
talks with another project. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Keep the ball rolling.
a lot of good questions coming in now. So
Yeah.
this is good.
Also planning to have an AMA with Cryptonaires, and I know they will go through our contract as well, which is good. Which is good. So that's a third party audit right there, you could say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And we are also talking with other projects as well. So we will check their contract and they will check ours as well as
What in terms of security for, I was thinking about what we can do for the compromised wallet. So what we can do on our end is that we can force 2FA, or you can opt into to multi-factor authentication when you enter the credentials to the API, so that if your wallet becomes compromised and somebody logs in with that account on our dashboard, they will still have to enter the 2FA code in order to see the API keys. So that's
yeah.
something that we can do.
And if I was going into House of Obsidian for now, I don't. I have never heard about them before, Kurt. So thanks for that.
That's
We can reach out
Jesse
to them as
Eccles
well.
group. Yeah, they're one of the big ones for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Any suggestion on where we can hold AMAs and stuff? We will gladly accept anything we can get because we are trying to grow as organically as possible. Thanks for that, Kurt.
All right.
Yeah,
I
with
guess
the AMAs, it's going with. Oh, sorry.
no. What were you gonna say, Switchback? I'd love to hear about these.
No, I just wanted to say that the organic growth with the AMAs is going quite good because we were at like 600 members like 3 days ago, and now we're at like 750, and it's all organic. And I can feel the chat coming alive a lot of the time during the day, and it's fun to see because if I go to my other discords, where there's like 4 or 5 thousand members, it's there's no chat at all, and it's just bots basically. So it's fun to see that even a smaller community can be quite active and healthy. And I think that's what you're getting when you have organic growth, because you have a lot of real people and not people who are just, and people who join for the right reasons, like people who are genuinely interested in the project, and not just people who are looking to another whitelist flip basically.
Yeah, I think you guys are going about it the right way. Most projects astroturf their Twitter and their Discord before they ever share the link with anybody. So the first time you ever see it, they've already got 2 or 3 thousand members, and they're basically all bots. And this becomes apparent. So what happens with these bots is um, you have to pay for them, and these are fake accounts, and they are run sort of on virtual machines on a server, and it costs money to keep these bots online. So what projects will do is they'll buy, um, 1,200 offline bots, which are like dirt cheap, and then like 800 online bots, and or the ratio is usually less than that, or but something like that. But then after a month or two, all of these online bots are offline now, and you start to see that the real ratio, and it's a real
Mhm.
problem. It's one of the worst problems but it's not just crypto. I mean, everybody, many people in many different areas are doing this. It is not just crypto, I mean,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
Coca-Cola opens a new brand and they open a Twitter for it, they are going to astroturf that Twitter. This is an unfortunate reality of sort of social media, and
Mm.
yeah,
because it works, it's effective. People really can't tell the difference, and even if they could, they probably wouldn't care.
yeah, exactly,
So
exactly.
it's unfortunate, but you guys have chosen not to go that route. We've also not gone that route in DreamFi. It has been hard, um, but when you get growth, it's real growth. And instead of getting 3% good members, you get something like 19% good members. And then your community
Yeah,
is
exactly,
6 times stronger, you know?
Right. Right.
exactly. Again, I see there's some new people coming into the scene right there. I just want to recap that if you're interested in project and wanted a whitelist, you just open a ticket because I'm going to whitelist everybody in this AMA.
What should they do to receive that? Should they just go to your Discord and open a ticket, or just what should they do?
Yeah, just open a ticket. I have actually screenshotted everyone that has participated, so I know who you are. So yeah, let me see here. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to bring to the table for you guys. We dropped some alpha in here. If you didn't catch the whole thing, this session is recorded, right? So
Absolutely. I'm recording it right now, and I will have a YouTube link for you guys very shortly after the AMA. And then, you just have to give it a couple hours for YouTube to process, and she'll be ready to go.
yeah, cool, man.
Nice.
That's cool.
Well, thank you guys
Right.
again for being here. I'm honored, truly, I really am. It's so nice to be able to bring developers and people who are building in this space, especially people who want the space to expand and get bigger. I mean, every project that has a long-term vision wants this space to get bigger, wants everything for the best for this space. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's what we hope to do is set a standard for the space. Not all these people just come in and they just rug pull. But we want to set a standard for hopefully that people look to us and say, "Hey, man, let's do it like they did it." And you know, whether that happens or not, that's our goal anyway. So,
Yeah.
but man, we're honored for you to have us here, and we appreciate you letting us come and share
Yeah.
our project.
Thanks for having us, Caraway.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for everybody that's participated in the AMA.
Maybe something happened to Caraway.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
I
got
was
carried
talking
away.
I was talking with my mic muted.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you guys?
Happens.
I've done
No,
it
I
Oh,
no, I
a million.
I have push to talk, so I'm forced to push a button.
oh.
I have a hardware mute button on the cord. That's very convenient, but
Oh,
if you forget to press it, well, yeah, the honor was all mine. Truly, thank you guys for being here, and thank you for the audience members who were here as well.
Yeah. Cool, man. See you later.
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll
Bye.
drop the YouTube link in your DMs and also in the AMA chat. Thank you everybody for being here, and have a wonderful evening or afternoon
Thank you.
You do this.
Same to you,
Bye.
man.
or
See you later.
morning. Bye, guys.
Bye.